Hello, my friends. I hope all is well. If you're new here, my name is Kay. This is Love No Limits, and welcome to the daily pick a card reading. This reading should give you some insight on what's going to be occurring for you within your next 24 hours. So take a second, pause the video if need be to choose your pile. Don't forget, my friends, if you feel called to more than one pile, please feel free to check out both or all three. There may certainly be messages there for you. Don't forget, if these readings resonate with you, let me know down in those comments below. I would just love to hear them. Even if you guys don't feel like saying anything, dropping a rose down there really goes a long way. Also, if you don't mind liking the video as well, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that notifications button so you never miss one in the future, that would be greatly appreciated. So, my friends, let's get into the piles. This is going to be pile number 1. This is going to be pile number 2, and this is going to be pile number 3. Timestamps are located down below in that description box, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading today. This is what is going to be occurring for you within your next 24 hours. So today you guys have picked this Raven's Head card. Now, this card is from the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck, and I am going to read you guys a short snippet from the guidebook just to give you some more insight on the card. I like to read things aloud if you're new here. It's a great way for you guys to take stuff straight from the text and apply it right into your daily lives. So let's see here. Raven's Head. Alrighty. Raven's Head. Though alchemy is filled with a myriad of open-ended symbols, the Raven's Head has a precise message. It arrives to mark the beginning of the work. This card indicates something has occurred, known or unknown, to initiate the spinning of the alchemical wheel. With its mighty churning, things are about to change on every level. The Raven's work cannot be undone, just as the pill cannot be unswallowed or the pearl turned back into sand. You may be overwhelmed or think the journey ahead is not for you. Your doubts matter not to the Raven, as its appearance signifies it has chosen you. You are ready and the moment is now. Can you go back to the way things were? Can you pretend nothing has changed? The Raven caws a clear no. It does not apologize, as it knows your destiny is great. Wow, very intense stuff, pile number 1. So as you can see here, based off this passage we just read, this card is really all about initiation, the ordeal, and the work beginning. So pile number 1, what is going on for you guys within your next 24 hours? Okay, I'm definitely sensing a lot of change here, a lot of big change, okay, especially when it comes to those main points in life, what you do for your occupation, your work, your family, your living situation. I'm definitely sensing within your next 24 hours, pile number 1, like this card suggests, whether it be known or unknown, okay? Something is being alchemized here, something is being changed, and I feel like it's happening for your benefit. Very interesting stuff. So let's take a deeper look here. So your second oracle card today, this is from the Goddess Temple Oracle deck, and you guys have Fwill the Lover, number 15 also. Very interesting stuff. So I'm going to read aloud this card as well. Really quick, pile number 1. So you guys have number 15. Number 15. All right, number 15, the Lover. Inner partner in the eternal creative dance between complementary polarities. He will lead you on the path of understanding the difference between imposed power and shared power, and respect for the Earth's natural sovereignty and its rules, which allow us to live in abundance and fullness on the planet. He will teach you to use respect, trust, and listening, to learn to become the companion and guardian of the creativity of the sacred feminine, in the dynamic balance between masculine and feminine energy, inside and outside of all of us. Interesting stuff. So yeah, based off this card, I'm definitely feeling a polarity here. Okay, so pile number 1, what is going to be occurring for you within your next 24 hours? I'm definitely picking up. So I know it says the Lover here. However, I just feel like it's not, I don't feel like this is a love reading at all. I feel like this Lover card is really emphasizing you, pile number one, and your polarities. Now, what do I mean by that? Like this card suggests, okay, you could have some you could be having some difficulty, okay, perhaps trying to balance out something in your life. This could be like, something as simple as just your inner masculine and feminine energies. You could be trying to balance, your personal life with your work life, whatever it may be for you. I'm definitely picking up a duality here. Very interesting. And I am sensing, with this Raven's Head card, not just a change, by the way. Remember, it described alchemy, the pearl once being sand, and how once it turns into a pearl, it can sand no more. So I feel like for you, pile number one, I am not gonna lie, I do feel a little bit of a difficult situation, a difficult decision. Okay, take it how it resonates. But I feel like this has a lot to do with you realizing you can't turn back here. You can't turn back to the way things were, whether that be, in a relationship, in a job, with your friends, family, even something as simple as how you treat yourself. Because I feel like pile number one, I feel like you guys have really grown, okay, into something. You've really grown in exponentially, let me add. You've grown very, very rapidly. But yeah, you've grown out of something. And when you grow out of something, it's really hard to sit and try and resonate with it when it just isn't fitting anymore. And I feel like you're recognizing that, pile number one. Very interesting stuff. So your first tarot card is the Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant, this card is all about, traditions, hope, faith, keeping the faith, keeping your hope. So I feel like for you, pile number one, with the Hierophant coming out in for your first tarot card, okay, what's coming towards you within your next 24 hours? I'm definitely sensing, whatever this situation is here, whatever this difficulty is, I'm sensing, I'm picking up, okay, I feel like it's not going to dim your light. I feel like you guys are going to remain shining at this time, okay? I am picking up a sense here that you may resonate with a lot going on. I honestly am picking up that whatever is being alchemized here, whatever this sand is turning into a pearl means for you, I feel like it has a lot to do with your inner worlds. So pile number one, I'm definitely picking up within your next 24 hours, you're not going to dim your light for anybody. Even yourself, I'm picking up, even yourself. If you guys find yourself thinking, not so nice thoughts, okay, you end up saying some not so nice things about yourself, to yourself, I feel like you guys are going to shut it down, okay? Because yeah, you guys have grown, right? I feel like this Hierophant is really representing you and your aura right now, pile number one. So your second tarot card is the Five of Discs, which is the Five of Pentacles. So pile number one, you may resonate with, in your past, recent past, even in the present, take it how it resonates, a feeling of lack. Okay, this could be a lack of resources, a lack of knowledge, a lack of self-love. Okay, take it how it resonates. But I feel like having something restricted in your past really helped you evolve to the person you are today. I feel like by having, restrictions, it really forced you to kind of come out of what the or what the conventional way of doing things are. Okay, so I feel like with the Five of Pentacles coming out in your reading today, pile number one, there's definitely some loss here, okay? There's definitely a sense of lack, especially in your past. I feel like you guys learned how to shine regardless. I feel like this Five of Pentacles is kind of representing that little grain of sand. And through time, and a lot of being under a lot of pressure, right? Sand needs to be put under pressure in order to become a pearl. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you guys are the pearl. You went from being a grain of sand and you transmuted yourself into this pearl-like energy. So within your next 24 hours, pile number one, a few things could happen for you. Okay, I feel like for the most part though, this is just all, I feel like all this is going to be acknowledged, okay? So your last tarot card today, is the Eight of Wands. Yes, the Eight of Wands is about epiphanies, right? Downloads, communication. It also has a lot to do with movement and speed. So I feel like I said, I feel like this is something you guys are realizing within your next 24 hours. How it comes to the surface, it will be so different for everyone, okay? But I am sensing there may be a bit of a trigger. So within your next 24 hours, pile number one, I'm definitely picking up that something, okay, I'm not really picking up on the unsettling side, but something a bit sudden, something a bit abrupt may come to light here. And I feel like whatever this is, it's going to be the catalyst in triggering all these past memories, all these past emotions. And I feel like within your next 24 hours, pile number one, you guys are really just going to really step back and see your journey here and understand your journey. Okay. Very interesting stuff, very deep stuff, may I add as well. So pile number one, I have this last card here for you guys today. This is your advice for the next 24 hours. So let's take a look, shall we? Oh, love it. Favorite archangel, the OG. You guys have number 23, Michael. Wow, big protective energy here. Archangel Michael is no joke. He protects us. He helps us heal. Okay, he helps us see the value in ourselves. Very interesting. I'm also being called to the number 23. 2 plus 3 is a 5, and 5 is a number that's all about change, challenge, and transformation. Archangel Michael definitely wants to help you with this. Pile number one. I'm also going to read a short snippet from the guidebook for this card as well. However, before I do that, I do want to point out all the blue here. Okay, for some reason, the color blue is really sticking out to me. Especially on top of this heart, this really nice, passionate red. So like I was picking up with that polarity, I feel like you guys are coming into balance. Okay, this is giving me very temperance-like energy. Okay, so yeah, let me flip to the right page here, pile number one. So, number 23, Michael, courage and protection. Probably the most well-known of all the archangels, beloved Michael is the angelic protector, your personal bodyguard. He infuses you with courage and will ensure you and those you love are kept safe. Ask him to cut any negative cords to relieve tensions and bring peace to your family and friends. Release your fears, you are safe and protected. If you are in a time when you need a little more courage, know that I am with you, shielding you from any perceived danger. Okay, very cool stuff. So yeah, pile number one, within your next 24 hours, just keep in mind whatever occurs for you, especially if I am picking up that whatever is going to be occurring for you, okay, it may not be as big of a deal for some of you. I just feel like it's going to trigger something. Okay, Archangel Michael is here to protect you from that, to give you the courage you need in order to protect yourself from that. Okay, guys? So yeah, pile number one, I believe that's all I'm seeing in the cards for you guys today. One more thing I'm being intuitively guided to say. If this has to do with shadow work, pile number one, okay, which I have a feeling it does. I feel like that's where that masculine and feminine, dark and light, red and blue, right? Polarity. You guys could resonate with doing some serious shadow work at this time. If that's the case, within your next 24 hours with the Hierophant being here, you guys are going to see the light out of this, okay? Very interesting stuff. So yep, like I was saying, pile number one, I believe that's all I'm seeing in the cards for you today. Don't forget to let me know down in those comments below if the reading resonated. Even if you don't feel like saying anything, dropping a rose really does show a lot of support. It helps the channel grow. If you don't mind, liking the video as well would always be beautiful. Subscribing to the channel would be better. Pile number one, have a fabulous rest of your next 24 hours, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Hello, my lovely pile number twos. Welcome to your reading, my friends. This is what is going to be occurring for you within your next 24 hours. So, today you guys have picked this Pluto card. Okay, this card is from the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck, and I will be reading you guys a short snippet from the guidebook just to give you some insight on the card here. Perhaps there's something you can personally resonate with or take out of. So, Pluto. Pluto's realm is one of deep and undeniable power. Known as the planet of the underworld, Pluto has a captivating effect that pulls us into its depths, leading to all things excessive and Dionysian in nature. Images of the resurrection, possession, the sacred heart, birth, sex, and death are all symbols of Pluto's volatile energy. When this card shows up, know that everything will be amplified as if through a live wire. It's all about power and maybe even addiction. Though Pluto's force fields can be ruthless, this tiny planet pushes us toward necessary growth. When we follow its mesmerizing pulse, we are taken into the depths to be changed. There is no point in pretending the underworld is not at work. Admit that you're in it and find the support you need. Not making it worse is a big accomplishment. So, pile number 2, very interesting stuff. So yeah, this card is all about the underworld, power, and compulsion. So pile number 2, I am being guided to say, okay, Pluto does rule over the zodiac sign Scorpio, okay? So if you guys have any Scorpio in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, that would make a lot of sense because Scorpios are known to do some serious shadow work, do some serious underworld shadow work, okay? Especially when it comes to, our emotional health, our mental health, our physical well-being. So yeah, I am definitely picking up a huge scorpionic energy. However, you guys don't have to be, okay? This is just an energy. Everyone's got Scorpio somewhere in their charts. But yeah, I'm definitely picking up a huge transformative energy, okay? Kind of like that phoenix rising through the ashes type of energy here. I feel like for you, pile number 2, I am intuitively picking up that you guys are really, I feel like for the majority of you, you guys are going through some serious healing, okay? And I feel like this isn't just healing for one particular situation. I feel like this is like a lifelong's worth of suffering, worth of healing. I feel like for some of you, within your recent past, okay, only take this if it resonates, my friends, but I feel like for some of you, okay, in your recent past, you may resonate with, kind of everything throughout the years kind of like coming up all at once. And if that's the case, then that would make a lot of sense, right? Why you're in this shadow period, why you're in the underworld, okay? But the one thing that I do want to point out here is the worst thing you can do when you're in that energy is convince yourself that you're not in that energy, right? When we're doing shadow work, the whole point of shadow work is accepting that it is shadow work. You could still see the light out of it. Don't get me wrong. That is the whole point at the end of the day, right? But I feel like for you, pile number 2, I'm basically trying to say that I feel like you guys are recognizing where you are in your spiritual journey in terms of healing here. Very interesting stuff. So your second oracle card is number 14. I believe this is pronounced I can't even pronounce the first one, but it says the young. Okay? So I'm going to read you guys a short snippet from this card as well, from the guidebook. It's very interesting because pile number 1, okay, there was a little bit of some shadow work, okay, in their pile. So if you guys felt called to that pile as well, go check that out because they actually got number 15. So they got the card that comes right after this one, which number 14, the young, magical youth and young hero. He will lead you to explore the initiatory experience of the boy, and youth will become a man. Of his journey of growth, he shows the changes in form, the birth and development of the adult self through trials to be overcome, the inner and outer gestation towards obtaining spiritual, magical, and bardic knowledge. Yeah, this card is all about growing up, right? And not like in the sense of literally growing up, about spiritually growing up. I feel like for you, pile number 2, a lot of you may resonate with kind of going through that adolescent period in your spiritual development, which is kind of like around where that shadow work should be taking place, in my opinion. I feel like you guys are really transforming yourselves, okay, really alchemizing yourselves here in terms of your, your spiritual growth, okay, your self-worth, your self-respect. Pile number 2, I am being advised, okay, to ask you guys to make sure that you're balancing out the 3 major pillars of your life here. That's the mind, the body, and the spirit. So you guys want to make sure that you're balancing your focus between all 3 of those things equally, okay? Because what ends up happening is if we put our focus in one area, too much focus in one area in our life, we're going to end up lacking in another. So I feel like with shadow work, especially with shadow work, okay, guys, anytime anyone's working with Pluto, okay, it's definitely a time to remind yourself that you need to remain balanced at this time, okay? If you're thinking too much, okay, if you're, trying to enrich your knowledge, enrich your sense of information, you're in the books, you're studying, you want to make sure you get out, you run around, okay, you walk, you want to make sure you're exercising your body too, because you don't want one area of your life to decline as another one increases. So I feel like that message was for someone specific out there, so only take it if it resonates. But pile number 2, Your first tarot card today is the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is someone who is extremely in touch with their emotions, extremely in touch with their intuition, caring, nurturing, gentle, soft. You know, the Queen of Cups is someone who wants to help people because she genuinely cares. So pile number 2, I'm definitely picking up that this Queen of Cups is representing you at this time. Okay, the Queen of Cups can also tend to be a little bit on the sensitive side. So yeah, like what I was picking up before, I feel like pile number 2, you guys definitely either in your past, recent past, or even still in the present, there's definitely some shadow work. Okay, there's maturing happening. Okay, now keep in mind, pile number 2, you could be a man or a woman, identify as whatever you'd like. Okay, gender is irrelevant here. It's just an energy, but I'm seeing a story. You guys are going from child to adult. You guys are maturing, okay? And I don't mean this in a literal way, okay? Age is just a number. I mean you're maturing, you're leveling up in some way of your life. But I have a feeling that this some way, I feel like it's more of an inner. I feel like you guys are spiritually leveling up, okay, guys? You guys are seeing something in a new light, right? I'm definitely picking up if this reading has to do with like past triggering emotions, memories, people, etc. Okay, I feel like you guys within the next 24 hours, you guys are going to be coming to terms with something, okay? The Queen of Cups is someone who allows things to kind of unfold here, okay? She understands, giving, receiving, the law of attraction. That's why she's so in touch with her intuition. So pile number 2, I'm definitely picking up for you within your next 24 hours. There's going to be some sort of leveling up here in terms of your emotional well-being, okay? Your second tarot card today is the 9 of Wands. So in this deck, I like to associate the 9 of Wands with kind of like taking a step forward, an act of bravery, courage, kind of like doing that work that, if it were up to you and you didn't have to, you wouldn't. However, I feel like you guys are recognizing that whatever needs to be done in your life right now, you're the only one with the power to do it. So I feel like you guys are taking a step forward, okay? You are, encouraging yourself up here. You're ready to take action upon something. Very interesting. So yeah, within your next 24 hours, okay, you could be acting out something you've learned, okay? You could be putting all that work into action, okay? Take it how it resonates. But your last tarot card today is the 2 of Swords. So this card is all about hesitation, stagnation, not being able to come to a decision about something. So pile number 2, I'm definitely picking up that with this 2 of Swords, I feel like you guys are kind of hesitating about what action to take, where to go from here, okay? How can I apply what I've learned into my daily life? I feel like you guys are looking for the next step. I feel like with the 2 of Swords coming after the 9 of Wands, you guys are actually looking for the next step to take. I am being guided to tell you when you stop looking for something, pile number 2, that is when it'll come to you. So I feel like for the majority of you, you may resonate, pile 2, with coming into alignment with, okay, yourself, especially your matured sense of self, your higher self, right? I feel like you guys are recognizing that you really have come a long way within your next 24 hours, okay? And within your next 24 hours, I feel like you're coming out of this 2 of Swords energy, and I feel like something is going to present itself to you. I feel like you guys are going to have a chance to put what you've learned, okay, and really show the world, your growth. Whether that be, for some of you, this could be spiritual growth, okay? This could be emotional growth. For some of you, this could actually be physical growth, right? Perhaps you guys have been, working out, eating healthy, okay? If you are someone who needs to gain weight, maybe you've been gaining weight, okay? Take it how it resonates. But I'm definitely picking up a really strong urge or desire or craving, take it if it resonates, to show the world something. I feel like you guys just don't know how to do it yet. Okay, so within your next 24 hours, I have a feeling that whatever this first step is for you, okay, take it how it resonates. I feel like it's going to present itself to you, but I feel like that will only happen until you stop looking for it with the 2 of Swords, right? She's blinded here. So yeah, pile number 2, I have this last card for you guys. This should really sum up your reading and give you some solid advice on how to move forward. So you guys have number 18, Azrael. Ooh, interesting. So I'm going to read you guys a short snippet from the guidebook of this card as well. Just to give you guys some more insight on the card, you guys already know, if you're new here, it is a perfect way to take stuff straight from the text and apply it to your current situation. So number 18, transitions. Known as the angel of death, Azrael isn't at all as scary as the name suggests. In fact, he is perhaps the kindest and gentlest of all the archangels. Just like the mysterious cloaked guardian leading the way across a treacherous bridge in his card, he is associated with bringing comfort and reassurance in times of intense transition. You are at a major point of transition. Release all that is currently falling away with love. Remember that after a death, there always comes rebirth. If you have pulled this card following the loss of a loved one, this message comes as validation that the angels are guiding their way safely through the veil. Okay, very deep stuff there. So pile number 2. Okay, like this card suggests, if you guys have lost a loved one, if this reading is about coming out of that shadow period of losing someone, okay, this doesn't have to be, actual death, right? You could lose someone, you could go through a breakup, you could end a friendship, right? You could move away from people who don't serve you anymore. Take it how it resonates, but I'm definitely picking up an energy of some serious shadow work through some serious suffering, okay? So pile number 2. First of all, if you guys did lose someone in the past, okay, my condolences go out to you. I'm so sorry to hear that. But as the card suggests, there is no need to fear. Your loved ones are being guided, protected, and not only that, but most of the time, the people that we mourn the most over become our spirit guides. So they are here with you in this life as we speak, okay? And when it comes to, like, I don't know why I'm being called to say this, okay? Take this only if it resonates. But when it comes to the afterlife, I was actually reading something yesterday. I don't remember exactly what it said word for word, but it was something along the lines of the way to honor the lost, the dead, okay, the lost, is to keep them in your heart. To take their message, okay, what did they mean to you? What was the message, okay, and hold on to that as if it's your own. That is how you honor them, okay? It's okay to mourn. It's okay to be upset, to be sad, to be angry, okay? But what's not okay is when you use that as an excuse, right, to never get out of it. Okay, I feel like with the Pluto card, this is, transitions. This is all about transformation. Pluto is the planet of death and transformation. Okay, Scorpionic energy. I'm picking up a huge Scorpio energy. So like I said, comment down below, pile number 2, what your zodiac sign is and if it's Scorpio. Okay, guys? But yes, I believe that's all I'm seeing in the cards here. Pile number 2. This was a really heavy reading, so I am being called to actually pull a few more for you guys. Okay, and like I said before, if this isn't about, a lost loved one, okay, the energy is still the same. I feel like there was something lost here, okay? Wow. So pile number 2, you guys have 1 card. I was actually going to say this. Remember when I was saying, don't use it as an excuse, okay? Because there is light. There is light at the end of the tunnel, right? Look at this. It's a tunnel. Oops. So you guys are in a tunnel right now, okay? There's light. You just got to keep following it, because the card that came out was joy, okay? If this does have to do with a lost loved one, I feel like they are speaking to you through this reading. I feel like they want you to feel joy again, okay? The one thing that will bring them joy is if you feel joy, for you to embrace the life that you still are living, right? That is how you honor, the people you lose, in my opinion. Okay, of course there are other ways of honoring them. Don't get me wrong, guys. But yeah, I feel like you guys are going through some serious stuff when it comes to shadow work, and I feel like you guys have a lot of angels that want to help you and guide you, right? The hand here, this archangel holding out his hand. I feel like you guys are being heavily guided towards the light at this time. Just don't lose touch of your inner self, your inner world, your intuition, okay? Just because, the Queen of Cups has a sensitive side to her doesn't mean she tucks it away, right? She uses it as a tool to help her help propel her forward. Okay, guys? So pile number 2, okay, very deep stuff here, very serious stuff. I hope this helped. Let me know down in those comments below if the reading resonated, okay? Even if you guys don't want to say anything, dropping a rose really does show a lot of support. So pile number 2, okay, have a beautiful next 24 hours, my friends. Remember to stay strong. Find something to smile about, even if it's as hard as it may seem. I know it's so much easier said than done, but pile number 2, I believe in you. Okay, your guides believe in you, and you need to start believing in yourself, right? 9 of Wands. It's time to start believing in yourself again. Okay, guys? So pile number 2, have a fabulous rest of your next 24 hours, my friends, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hello, my lovely pile number 3s. Welcome to your reading, my friends. Excuse me, I'm just going to take a sip of my lemon water. Oh, so delicious. So, pile number 3, welcome to your reading, my friends. This is what is going to be occurring for you within your next 24 hours. So, you guys have the Iron card. So this card is from the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck. I'm going to read you guys, okay, if you're new here, a short snippet of the guidebook just to give you some insight on this card. I love reading things from the guidebooks, my friends. I find it poetic, relaxing, and it's a perfect way for you guys to really take what resonates, okay? There's so many different stories out there, and I may not get everything. So yeah, pile number 3, Iron. Iron is a reliable metal that can withstand great pressure. Over the centuries, we have come to utilize this metal extensively, mixing it with carbon to create the steel bridges, highways, and infrastructures that span across the globe. In alchemy, iron is associated with the planet Mars, and it shares its qualities of being strong, assertive, and potentially warlike. When the Iron card appears, there is a call to rely only on the reliable. What truly supports you? What have you already built? Iron dwells at the center of the earth, so when all feels lost, go inward. There is a deep magnet there that pulls you toward what is steady and true. For the moment, put your words and weapons down and let yourself be held by the structure that is already in place. So, pile number 3, deep stuff here. All 3 piles had to do with some serious shadow work, some serious transformation, and definitely picking up with that similar type of energy with your pile as well. So yeah, as you can see here, this card is all about magnetism, reliability, and Mars. So pile number 3, I do want to point out, okay, we are in Aries season, okay? Iron, Mars is ruled by Aries, right? Or excuse me, vice versa. Aries is ruled by Mars. So yes, if you guys resonate with being an Aries, a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, okay, I feel like that that fiery energy is definitely present here today. Okay, guys, so let's take a deeper look at your cards here. So your second oracle card is number 9, the Lady of Avalon. Interesting, because in the Iron card, right, we read something about when all is lost on the outside, go inwards. So as you can see, the way her body is kind of orientated, it's almost like she's embracing the outside, right? She's embracing her outside, but she's kind of centralizing all of her aura, her energy within. So I'm definitely picking up some serious transformative energy, pile number 3. So yeah, I'm going to read you guys a short snippet from the guidebook of this card as well. So number 9, the Lady of Avalon, she brings you introspection, magic, transformation, connection, inspiration, unconditional love. She looks at your inner wounds and brushes you with her healing touch. Yes, a lot of healing, okay, in the collective today, pile number 3. The Lady of Avalon brings you introspection, healing, and love. Pile number 3, within your next 24 hours, I'm definitely picking up something kind of coming together here. If you guys resonate with kind of in your past, recent past, even in the present, okay, take what resonates, my friends, of kind of like feeling a tenseness, right? Like with what the Iron card suggests, Mars being warlike, okay? I am picking up, for some of you, I feel like whatever's going on in your external world may not be you may not directly be involved in it, however, it still has an effect on you. Okay, guys? So make sure within your next 24 hours, you're doing things, you're focusing on things like self-care. Even if you guys don't have a chance, or, say you have to work all day, you have to, do this responsibility, this obligation. Just keep in mind that the only obligation you truly have in this lifetime is yourself, realizing your own purpose, your own self-worth, okay? Make sure at this time, pile number 3, you're putting yourself first. Of course, if you guys have, young kids, okay, everyone's going to be different, but for the majority of you, okay, just make sure you're putting yourself first. Make sure you're not putting, people who have the ability to handle things themselves. Make sure you're not solving their problems for them, because like I was picking up, there's a lot going on in your external world at this time. Okay, and I feel like it's really affecting your inner world. So within your next 24 hours, pile number 3, not going based off of anything what the card's saying, my personal opinion would be to rest, okay? To do some healing within. Okay, guys, so your first tarot card is the Moon. Very cool stuff. So the Moon, Cancerian energy. The Moon is all about emotions, illusions. Okay, I'm definitely picking up for you, pile number 3. Like what I said, there's a lot going on in your outer world, okay, and it may be heavily affecting your inner world. For some of you, I am picking up, okay, if you have to be around people, if you work in like the hospitality area, okay, customer service, you have children, right? I feel like you guys are being forced to put a smile on your face at this time. However, I do want to advise that it's okay to do that, okay, once in a while, I believe a little smile can go a long way, but when it's forced over a long period of time and it's not genuine, it can really take its effects. Because what that's doing is it's bottling up all our emotions. The Moon represents a very emotional, our emotional side, right? Our feminine side, our inner worlds, okay? We have Mars, iron, being extroverted, strong on the outside, and then we have the Moon, the inner worlds. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling for you, pile number 3. Within your next 24 hours, some illusions may come to light here. This could be something about someone else, yourself, okay? Take it how it resonates. For some of you, I am being called to the belly here. Perhaps there's something going on with your health, okay? If that's the case, if you haven't been feeling well, I'm no doctor, okay? Take what I say with a grain of salt, okay? But if you have been feeling that way, perhaps it would be beneficial to see someone, to see a physician, okay? To see a therapist if this is more emotional, mental. Okay, guys? Take it how it resonates. But your second tarot card today is the 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords, yeah, this is having some serious self-doubt, anxiety, nightmares. I feel like for you, pile number 3, this 9 of Swords is more of a present energy. Take it only if it resonates, okay? But I feel like you guys, there's something either literally or metaphorically keeping you up at night. I feel like there's something on your mind, okay? I feel like there's something that needs to be expressed here. Like when I was picking up with the Moon, I do have a feeling for some of you, what is being portrayed on your outside isn't really aligning with your inside. Perhaps it's time, I'm not saying, okay, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying to, if you're angry, go and destroy things or nothing like that. Not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is perhaps now is the time to let people know, okay? Let people that you care about know, okay? If you guys have a partner, if you are really close with, if you guys have siblings, you're really close with them, really close with your older children, okay? Your parents. I feel like it would be super beneficial for you, pile number 3, to express how you're truly feeling, okay? Because look at this crab here in this card. In this Moon card, I'm noticing some chains, right? It looks like the crab is being chained here. He's being dragged. I feel like this chain is representing some sort of invisible chain you guys have on yourself when it comes to letting your true self, letting your true emotions kind of surface, okay? And that is not good. That is not what you want to be doing at all, pile number 3, okay? I feel like within your next 24 hours, you guys are going to be expressing something. Something about your inner and outer worlds are going to be more in alignment with each other, okay? And I feel like you would actually be surprised on how relieving it is to just say certain things out loud, okay? Even if you're by yourself, if you don't want to express what you've been going through to anyone in particular, what I do is, if you guys have pets, talk to your pets, write it down, okay? Because sometimes what ends up happening is I'll share something, from my personal life, what I do. If I don't end up like either physically saying the words, okay, of how I'm feeling, what I'm going through out loud, or jotting it down, okay, if I don't hear myself say that out loud or read it in writing, what tends to happen is I just don't recognize it. Okay, sometimes the only way to recognize something is to get it out of our bodies, right? Because we live in a 3D reality. So it doesn't really make much sense to hold it all in, right? We're meant to have a balance of the inner and outer. So make sure within your next 24 hours, pile number 3, you are, not really embracing how you're feeling, but you're not putting on a mask, okay? Especially if you in fear of stressing other people out, worrying other people, okay? It's time to worry about you and yourself alone, pile number 3, because at the end of the day, that is what's most important, right? So your last tarot card today is the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups actually came out in the pile number 2 reading today as well. So if you guys felt called to that pile, definitely go check that out, okay? But yes, you guys have the Queen of Cups as your last tarot card today. Here is another, okay, we have another Cancer symbol here. So pile number 3, you guys could resonate with, I know I was picking up Aries before, but this reading has everything to do with water. So you guys may be a Cancerian, have a lot of Cancer in your chart, associating with a Cancer, okay? Or if that's not the case, I feel like this is just your overall energy. So yeah, the Queen of Cups, someone who is very much in tune with their intuition because they're in tune with their emotional side. Okay, I feel like this Queen of Cups is your goal. Okay, within your next 24 hours, I feel like you guys are going to be in alignment with this Queen of Cups. You're going to be recognizing what is in here, what is inside, right? You're going to be recognizing this force, this invisible force, and you're going to be more in tune with yourself, and you're going to be able to kind of reflect what's going on in the inside on the outside as well, in an appropriate way, of course. The Queen of Cups is also someone who's very, very kind, very nurturing, very caring. She genuinely cares about other people because she genuinely cares and has love for herself, right? Unconditional love. That is the end goal for all of us at the end of the day. So pile number 3, within your next 24 hours, I'm definitely feeling like you guys are going to be coming into alignment with yourself. And I know I say that a lot, but I really do feel like for you, pile number 3, that is what's going to be occurring here. I feel like with the Moon card, all these illusions, even if it's like, I feel like for the majority of you, this could be an illusion that you're actually telling yourself, right? Self-doubt. You guys are like literally doubting yourselves, okay? Literally, you guys are putting yourselves in. I feel like for the most part, pile number 3, this 9 of Swords energy can be prevented. I feel like you guys just need to get out whatever is being held in at this time. So pile number 3, I have this last card here for you guys. This should really sum up your reading, give you some solid advice on how to move forward. And you guys have number 38, Sophia. Very beautiful card. I wasn't going to say anything before, but you guys have Sophia, which is, being portrayed as a pregnant woman here. A lot of blue, okay? A lot of blue, some water. And you also have the Lady of Avalon with, some stuff going on in the middle of her stomach here. So pile number 3, I have a feeling that this reading may have to do with your children, if you have children, okay? But if that's not the case, then this has everything to do with your inner child, your inner wounds, right? And needing to heal and recognize them. So pile number 3, I'm going to read you guys a short snippet from the guidebook of this Sophia card, just to give you some more insight. It's a perfect way for you to take something straight from the text and apply it right to your daily lives. So number 38. Yes, Sophia, unconditional love. Often linked with the female ascended masters of compassion, namely Isis, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and Queen Yin Sophia, whose name means wisdom in Greek, is the angel of unconditional love and wisdom of the heart. Said to be one of the first archangels created, Sophia belongs to the order of the Sephrim and covers all aspects of love including maternal love, familial love, romantic, and unconditional love. Do not fear the depth of your emotions, nor the heights of your exuberance. Humanity is undergoing a shift. Find your inner sanctuary as your emotions deepen and soar. Yeah, pile number 3, in the collective right now, okay, there's some serious healing taking place, some serious shadow work. So pile number 3, unconditional love. I said it a few times during the reading. I feel like this love either has to do with self-love, okay, or the love of another. Perhaps at this time, pile number 3, because this is your advice card, perhaps it would be beneficial if you're, if you're close with your mother, okay, to contact her. I feel like she's really going to have some serious words of wisdom for you. Okay, guys? So, pile number 3, I believe that's all I'm seeing at this time, my friends. Don't forget to let me know down in those comments below, okay, if the reading resonated. Even if you don't feel like saying anything, completely fine. Dropping a rose really does show a lot of love and support. If you like the video as well, my friends. Subscribing to the channel is always beautiful. Don't forget pile number 3 to stand in your own power. Okay, it's time to do some healing here, and it's time to embrace what you're feeling and not just put it to the side, okay, because you don't want to worry this person, you don't want it to affect this job, okay? Like I said, you are the main character in your story. It's time to jump in the driver's seat and take initiative here when it comes to your own spiritual development, your own emotional well-being. Okay, my friends, you guys are gonna have no problem with this. This is some serious deep stuff occurring for you within your next 24 hours. However, I do want to point out, I don't think this is all happening, okay, within the next 24 hours. I feel like this is just an energy that is going to be transmuted within the next 24 hours. So pile number 3, enjoy the rest of your day, my friends. Please make sure you guys are staying hydrated. You guys have a lot of water in here, okay? Make sure you guys are staying hydrated. Pile number 3, have a fabulous rest of your day, and I will catch you guys next time.